Okay, good day to you, ladies and gents. Our subject for today is our Visual Techniques 1, otherwise known as VITECH1. And our topic for today, for our lesson number 4, is value. About value or the tonal value in black and white. Okay, so the aim of realist value drawing is to show the light and shadow and surface tones, creating a three-dimensional illusion. Sa pagdrawing or sa pagdibuho ng ganito ay gagamit ng eksaktong tonal values from light going to lighter shades and then to the shades of gray and the medium tone of black and then going to the darkest value so that we can make a very good dimensional, make that three-dimensional illusion. So example here we have a value from white and then going to the middle gray and black. Later on at the end of this topic, I will give you some problem or a homework how to make a value from light to dark and then dark to light. Okay, by just using watercolor. So here in this figure, in this illustration, value is arranged from highlight. Galing siya dito sa pinakaputi, highlight. The brightest highlight being white, the shadow, the darkest being black, and all of the tones in between dito. The three tones to know are white, highlight gray, middle gray, and the black or the shadow. Here in this illustration, magandang paggagawa ng sphere because of the 3D effect. Meron siyang complete tonal values from dark, medium gray going to light and the lightest. Try to observe the cast shadow and the reflected light from the surface here reflected to the side of this ball, and then on the top is the very highlight. On the other hand, the cube or the box, try to observe the shade, the highlights, and the mid-tones. Ang source ng light ay galing dito, from left going to right. Drawing using outline is not so convincing. Pero here in the right side, it is done, the drawing is done without using the outline techniques. So mas realistic ang figure number 2 sa right side because he is using the complete tonal values from black going to medium gray to gray, the shadow and the highlights. So in order to be a good artist in rendering the tonal values, you must have an observable eyes into your surroundings. Try to observe the cast shadow from the buildings and try to locate the darkest shade, the lightest shade, and the highlights on the ropes which the lights hit. This is an example of cross-hatching pumpkins. Cross-hatch using pencil. The texture is a cross-hatch techniques. And here is done by pencil. It looks like a photograph, but actually it is a pencil drawing in charcoal. You can't believe it is done only by pencil or the charcoal. It looks so much like a photograph. Here, the artist uses techniques of stippling. Makikita ang stroke ng stippling, kaya hindi siya gaanong realistic, but the shade and shadows is so dramatic effect yung shade and shadow. In drawing using black and white medium, try to observe the contrast. Without contrast from black to white, the graphical presentation is not so effective without contrast. Example here in the left side, this value is done by high contrast. So maganda ang high contrast kasi makikita mo yung talagang black at yung highlights. While in low contrast, halos magkaparehas lang ang kanilang mga shading. Kaya ang lalabas sa low contrast ay flat yung drawing mo, hindi 3D. Ganito, in this photograph, the photographer uses low contrast in his camera. So medyo flat at hindi mo makita yung deep, yung lalim ng perspective dyan. Ang horizon parang malabo. Okay, so at the end of this video, try to make the assigned homework. That is your activity number 4, I guess. Title of that is Tonal Values. At ang materials na gagamitin nyo dito ay pwedeng kartolina na size 15 by 20. Pwede rin illustration board na size 15 by 20. Okay, 15 by 20. Pwedeng kartolina at pwedeng illustration board, yung makapal na parang karton na black sa likod at white sa front. At ang medium or yung gagamitin sa pagdrawing ay watercolor or poster color. Okay, so klaro. 15 by 20 size of drawing paper can be cartolina or illustration board, and the medium is watercolor or poster color. At i-compile nyo lang ang lahat ng ating mga plates or ating activity kasi we are on pandemic situation. Hindi tayo pwedeng lumabas at huwag kayong lumabas para maghatid lang dito. Stay put lang kayo dyan sa mga bahay nyo. At paglipas nitong pandemic, ay pwede ko nang kolektahin yan sa midterm or sa finals. Okay? Alright guys, here is your homework. This is your plate number 3 titled Tonal Values. Okay, tonal values is same with values in graphics or in drawing. Okay, so I have here two kinds of figures for you to put the tonal values completely from the lightest to the darkest, from white to black. Okay, sa taas 9 kinds, make that 8 level of values. Okay, kasi yung number 1 ay kasing puti lang ng papel, kaya 8 lang yung ginawa mo na shading or kinds of shade ay 8 lang. Panghuli yung black. Okay, so ang gamitin ay watercolor or poster color para lalabas yung ganitong kulay. Just use or mixed black or gray with white. Maraming white ang i-mix dyan para lalabas ang lighter shade of gray. Okay? At para naman mas galing pa ang inyong mga skill sa pagdrawing ay yung pangalawang problem dito, yung drawing B, ito yung A, ay ginawa kong circle, yung shade nyo ay circle, at baliktad naman from black going to the lightest tint of white. Okay, yung sa itaas ay from the lightest tint of white going to the blackest black, and in reverse sa B ay black to the lightest shade of white. Alright guys, so busy na kayo, baka sabihin nyo wala tayong ginagawa, di ba? Relax lang kayo at dadami pa yung mga homework yung ganyan. Okay, so just try to focus on some subjects related to your course and do not pay attention so much to the social media, what is going on. A lot of fake news today. Okay, so sa lesson lang tayo concentrate guys. Okay, so I'll see you on our next lesson. It will be a couple of days from now. I will upload another videos. So like and subscribe my channel guys, para pag may upload ako ay automatic na yan nalalabas sa inyong Android phones. So ingat, God bless, and goodbye for now.